I run the city now! I'm the captain. Me now. Me, I run the city.
You do not want to get arrested in this country.
So what? I get arrested, I'm out the next day. Damn country, Japan.
Put the fries in the bag!
He's probably will be in a hospital for a few days at least. I don't know whether it's mild or severe.
Reporting from the deepest, darkest alleys of Kyoto, Japan, we have a lot to unpack today. It's been a wild month for Joshua Block, also known as his TikTok persona, World of T-shirts. If this is your first time hearing about him, let's get you caught up. Joshua is a TikTok personality known for his eccentric behavior and outlandish content. With over 3.7 million followers, he's built a reputation for unpredictable stunts both online and in the streets. His catchphrase, "put the fries in the bag," has made him a household name among his fan base. But Joshua is also the guy behind songs like Normality and Coffee and Boba, both of which gained viral attention on TikTok during their heyday. What started as simple TikToks has escalated into wild live streams and unpredictable trips, culminating in one very messy journey to Japan. Recently, Joshua made headlines when his trip to Kyoto went off the rails, leading to his arrest and soon hospitalization upon returning to the United States. Let's dive into the details and see what went down on this trip.
I'm throwing my phone away. I don't want to do TikTok anymore. Stupid TikTok. It's all your f***ing fault.
Is that the fries guy? The fries in the bag.
I make more than
No, you don't.
you. Yes, I do.
Yeah, fat chance, dude.
How long can you promise me you're not going to take a trip for? Can you go 3-4 weeks?
I might be going to AC for a day, Atlantic City for a day.
Not within a week.
Yeah, I'm meeting some, it's not certain. I might be going to a party in Atlantic City.
There's a lot happening here. For starters, Joshua has another one of his infamous meltdowns, this time in Japan. He's yelling at the camera about how TikTok is ruining his life while striking an exaggerated pose as if he's intentionally leaning into the chaos. You can tell Joshua either has no self-awareness or frankly doesn't care. It's hard to know where the act ends and reality begins. He constantly complains about his situation but refuses to take any real responsibility for his actions. People in his life, including his grandfather, are trying to intervene, urging him to reconsider for the sake of his health. Yet Joshua continues to ignore their advice, opting instead to chase the drama. In one instance, a random streamer crosses paths with Joshua in Kyoto, a scenario that has almost become predictable at this point, no matter where he is in the world. Joshua's trip is spiraling, and yet he insists on pushing forward, bragging about his money and fame every given chance. Let's watch the next clip and see how things start to unravel.
Oh, if you hit somebody here, they could arrest you.
Yeah, for sure.
What? So what? I get arrested, I'm out the next day.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, you don't speak the same language though. What are you going to do when they start speaking Japanese to you? You're like,
What? I'll get the U.S. Embassy could get me out.
I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't risk it.
If you get arrested in a foreign country, you could call the U.S. Embassy to get you out.
Oh, Joshua, do I have news for
They
you?
might release you, Josh.
If
They
you
might
get
trade someone for you.
arrested in Japan, illegally,
Oh
you are
my
not-
God.
Sorry.
You don't even have the right
Trying to
make
flick drinks
fun
on everyone.
For about 2 weeks.
Really?
2 weeks?
You can be a. This is true because it's happened to people I know.
Oh, sorry, Dash, bless you.
Everyone thinks Japan's a wonderful, peaceful country. And it kind of is, but it's also really draconian. You do not want to get arrested in this country.
The advice Joshua is given in this clip is clear. Don't get arrested in Japan and expect the US Embassy to swoop in and bail him out. Joshua nods along, pretending to take the advice seriously, but as we know, this is Joshua we're talking about, World of T-shirts. Someone who's far more interested in keeping his wild persona alive than actually considering the consequences of his actions. What he doesn't realize though is that he's drawing far more attention than he anticipated. TMZ, out of all news agencies, caught him crashing out on the streets of Japan, and now everyone's watching. Somehow Joshua went from Instagram, TikTok, now to TMZ with all the other celebrity names. It's really been a wild year for the guy.
Ever.
I've seen the videos of the Japanese prisons.
Well, but also, like, even if you just... So here's the thing.
Worse than, like,
you can be
Russian
held...
I'd say Russian
You can be
prisons,
held
like,
without
on the
charge
line.
for 2 weeks.
No way.
No, it might be 21 days. It might
It's
be 3.
23.
23.
Actually, my friend's
And
locked
they
up
won't
at
let
the
you
moment.
get
Right, one of my streamer friends
What
actually.
happened?
We were streaming in Hokkaido, and my friend got arrested for like fighting someone else.
Did he have
So.
23 weeks?
Oh, he just went in yesterday. So
Excuse me, is it true that they'll withhold phone calls for 3 weeks?
yeah, you can only talk to your lawyer and the embassy. So you
And
can't
the embassy,
call
don't
anyone.
expect the embassy to do anything because they've got other things to do, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing, don't get arrested.
You can't even
Don't do
call a
stupid
lawyer.
I'm willing to bet that after hearing this advice, Joshua completely disregarded it and continued down his path of self-destruction. If you've been following his history, you know that he's been in and out of these cycles before, surrounded by people like Michael Quinn and Mr. Based, who've used him for their own content views allegedly, and a lot of this is up to speculation, but they may have not been the greatest influences for Josh. Joshua just doesn't seem to learn on his own anyways. He keeps pushing forward, and his increasingly erratic behavior only adds fuel to the fire. In fact, things get so bad that Joshua bites one of the streamers, Tazo, during a confrontation. It's a moment that's both alarming and incredibly bizarre. It's too graphic to show in detail, so I'm just gonna have to leave it out of this video, but be assured it was pretty bad. All these events begin to lump together, and Joshua starts to spiral into a complete meltdown that ends up all over the internet.
Person that says,
Don't listen to him.
hey, I make more money than you.
Stop.
My trip is ruined.
No, it's not. 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 It's fine. Stop. Yeah. Don't listen. Don't worry about it.
Hey! I make 400 grand a year! I make 400 grand a year! I make 400 grand a year!
Yo, put the fries in the bag.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Hey,
Fries in the bag, bro.
my glasses!
Josh, are you okay? Josh. Oh. Josh.
I dropped something.
Josh.
The words of desperation are apparent here, with the streamer Tazo repeating Josh's name probably a good dozen times. He's desperately trying to reason with him, trying to get through to him, but Joshua just doesn't seem to care. He keeps going off, rambling about everything and nothing all at the same time. The chaos is palpable. Fans of World of T-shirts, and even those close to him, his grandfather for example, are starting to express real concern for him, but Joshua seems locked in his own world, unbothered by any of the consequences. At this point, it's fair to say that there's probably no stopping anytime soon.
Damn country, Japan. Oh, for you. I make 400 grand a year. Oh, you. This damn country, I want to go home to Italy. I don't get paid enough. It's your f***ing friend. Both of you. This damn country, Japan. You. I'll kill someone.
Just relax.
This clip is an absolute highlight, and honestly, it's hard not to laugh. In the background of a typical TikTok video showing someone's trip to Kyoto, you can spot Joshua running full speed down the street in the background. It's such an absurd moment that it feels like something out of a comedy sketch. I'd like to think that the people filming probably didn't even realize who he was at the time, just thinking he was a random tourist causing a scene. This is the reality of Joshua's chaotic adventures. A man who claims Japan is his dream destination is now angrily complaining about a country and its signs being in Japanese. Talk about a cultural mismatch.
Put the fries in the bag! Oh, what the Kick me!
Yeah, try me! I live in the Bronx! I'll rough you up!
This is the best part of my Japan trip. I've been here for a month. This is the best part of it.
And then, to no one's surprise, Joshua's trip takes a dramatic turn for the worse. Despite being warned repeatedly to stay out of trouble, he manages to get himself arrested, although not in the way that you may think. In a shocking moment caught on camera, a local bystander steps in after Joshua starts causing a scene. The man physically drags Joshua to the police station, effectively taking matters into his own hands as a citizen of Japan. What a true patriot. Joshua's still trying to argue that he didn't do anything wrong. As you can hear in the video, he's screaming that he was abducted, but the evidence is right there in the video. The footage shows him clearly starting the incident. It's a wild end to an already chaotic trip.
Okay, so you're concerned about him, and so are we.
Yes.
He's probably will be in a hospital for a few days at least. I don't know whether it's mild or severe. If it's severe, he'll be in the hospital longer. But, you know, he's been having symptoms of this long before. It's vomiting, nauseousness. Some days he couldn't eat. And, of course, he drinks. Unbelievable. So that's the situation, Michael. There's not a thing this family can do about him.
Okay, so he's still in the hospital?
Pardon? Yes, he's still in there, yes.
Oh my God.
So, I don't know when he'll be out. I don't know. So, he's not intensive care, so that's a good thing. And I think he's sleeping now.
He's sleeping?
I believe he's probably sleeping because he was up all night and in the middle, you know, and so he was up all day and all night yesterday.
Oh my God.
I don't know what to do about him, Michael. He just won't listen.
I know. We were trying to see if he was going to Base's birthday party later.
Oh, I'm not happy with Base, you know. I mean, you're different. I know that. But
Yeah.
I'm not happy with Base. I mean, he sees the way Josh drinks and does nothing about it. True?
No, very true.
It is. You agree with me?
100%. I think, yeah, it's kind of weird. I think he's just using him for like clout.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know he throws him some amount of money. I don't know how much. But the other is Base called me, you know. Did you know that?
No.
He called me and he said, I'd like to do a live stream with me, Josh, and you. And I said, no, I won't do that. And he said, well, I'll pay you for it. I said, you can't give me enough money. And I told him to stay away from Josh. The policemen were over here. I had two policemen over here, Michael. And they were part of a unit that deals with exploited children and I guess adults with problems. And so they told me they were going to visit Base. They knew about Base. Not that I had told them. They knew about him because they've been following Josh. So I don't know what's going to happen. With his pancreatitis, he'll never be able to drink like he does. You know that.
Right.
I mean, he shouldn't drink at all, and he's got to change his whole lifestyle. He can't eat fatty foods. I mean, there's all kinds of things. And also, he shouldn't drink, and if he does, it has to be very moderate, because pancreatitis could be fatal.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's the situation.
Damn. Yeah. Okay. So he's gonna be staying in the hospital.
You have his phone number, right?
Yeah, I have his number. He hasn't texted me back.
When Joshua finally returns to the United States, things don't get any better for him. In fact, they get a whole lot worse. Reports start coming in that Joshua has been hospitalized due to concerns about pancreatitis, which may be a result of his reckless lifestyle and heavy drinking. For context, pancreatitis is the swelling or inflammation of the pancreas. This usually happens when digestive juices or enzymes attack the pancreas. The pancreas lies behind your stomach on the left side of your belly. Some additional complications may include infection, bleeding, pancreatic cancer, kidney failure, breathing problems, and malnutrition. This time, it's not just about the drama, it's obviously his health on the line. We even hear a phone call between Michael Quinn, his former associate or social media manager, whatever you want to call it, and Joshua's grandfather. Michael's intentions are unclear, but it's obvious that Joshua's family is worried. This phone call is a telling moment as it highlights the real concern for Joshua's well-being, especially being around Mr. Based.
He didn't text you back.
No.
No, he hasn't texted me back either. So, and I try to call him several times, and so is the rest of the family.
Well, I hope he's okay in the hospital.
You know, the problem is I don't know how severe it is. If it's severe, you know, he'd go to intensive care. I do not believe he's in intensive care. He's very stubborn.
Yeah.
So, you know, he knows of what's coming up with his lifestyle, and I'm not too sure he's going to abide by it. He's lost all judgment, you know that, Michael.
Yeah.
On him, in handcuffs for 2 days in a row and so forth. That's not the kid we brought up.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm on him every day, believe me, every day. Call him, text him, plead with him. And so does my daughter, his grandmother. He's making his grandmother sick.
Oh, man.
So that's the situation.
All right. Yeah, I appreciate.
Maybe he'll talk to you. He probably would talk to you sooner than he would talk to me. So maybe, I'll tell you what, maybe you can find out how he's doing, because he's bum about it. He doesn't want me to know how bad he is because he knows I'll be against his drinking. So, but maybe he'll talk to you, and if he does, could you give me a call?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we know he was gonna go to Base's birthday party later, but that's probably not gonna happen.
Oh, he's not going to any birthday party. Are you kidding? I mean, this could be fatal. Are you familiar with pancreatitis?
No, not at all.
Yeah, well, it's a serious inflammation of the pancreas, and you know, it can lead to heart disease, diabetes for sure, and also fatal.
No way.
So I don't think he's at that stage, but
Yeah.
you know, he's had symptoms for a long time now.
Oh shit.
So,
Oh man. All right. Well. Yeah. All right.
I don't want him. I don't want Josh to be with him. I don't know if you could tell him that again.
Okay.
And I'm trying to stay out of this. You know that.
Right.
I try to stay out of things. But if I push too hard, I will try to do something.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you. I'll let Base know. All right. Okay.
So anyway, I assume you're acting in good faith, all right? Because there are people who just, just exploit it and want to talk to me and then put me on the phone. I fell for it a couple of times, and I don't fall for it anymore. But I know he knows you.
Yeah, definitely. No worries. All right.
And you know Base.
Yep.
I mean, you're not like him.
No way. Yeah. Okay.
So.
All right. We'll get
Okay. Will you get back to me if you get in touch with him?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
All right. by Vincent.
The question on everyone's mind, what happens next? After everything that's gone down, it's no surprise that Joshua would bounce back to his old ways. He doesn't seem to learn from his mistakes, and just days after being hospitalized, he's back to his usual antics. Fans are left wondering if Joshua will ever change, or if his future is destined to remain in the hands of those around him who are just looking for a boost to their own content. His struggles are real, but it's unclear if Joshua will ever truly face them. That just about wraps up this chaotic chapter in the life of World of T-Shirts. If you made it this far, thanks for sticking with me throughout the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you have any thoughts. If you want more crazy updates on other locales, check out my video on Andrew Ditch. It's definitely one for the books, but be prepared, it gets kind of gross. Take care of yourselves, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next video. Links in the description down below.